Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Well, well. I didn't take you for a fan of dystopias.
Honestly, I never read it. I thought I might enjoy it during the long evenings in the base, but I'm too drained to even pick it up.
I read it a dozen times at least, and I will gladly do it again. It's such a great reminder of how corporations train us to be their servants.
How's work on the miner's new arm going? I came up with something. You could call it a serum. You can brew it in the kitchen, if you like. The arm should grow back within hours, but don't sue me if his mental problems aggravate.
Aggravate?
It's an experiment, isn't it? The outcome is always hard to predict. Don't say I didn't warn you.
How's the prosthetic arm going?
The design is ready. I've uploaded the blueprint to the workshop. Get to work at once, and we'll have our miner back where we need him.
I have something for you. If it's painkillers, I don't need them anymore. I'm fine.
No. I've decided to grow you a new arm.
What?
Yeah. Sounds crazy, but here it is. A special Dulski brew made only with freshly mined rupidium.
You're fucking with me.
Why would I? I want you to be happy.
Okay, you are fucking with me. Grow back my chopped off arm? Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Would you prefer a prosthetic arm?
A prosthetic? Oh. Shit. You got me there. I don't know. What do you think is better for me?
I'm confident you'd be better off with a new arm of your own. It'll be part of you, and I'm hoping it won't cause you pain anymore.
Shit, man. This is, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's confusing as fuck, but you're really getting me used to that. Okay, yeah. What the hell? I guess if you want to experiment on me. Why not?
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
No way! Is that my old pipe?
Yeah, and it sure is old. I didn't use it often after high school, to be honest.
That's why it looks better than I remembered. I used it a lot. It inspired so many crazy ideas for fixing the world.
Thank you. I can see that you're angry. No point in denying that. Can I do something about it? What usually helps you calm down? You know what? Talking to Lena. She was always so good with, well, listening. And she knew all the right words. You're surrounded by people who should understand you like nobody else. A circle of friends. Good point. Should. But we're so different, it only makes me angrier. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Huh? Seriously? Huh? I can't believe you kept that old calendar.
Yeah, well, I still like to fantasize about owning one of those cars.
Yeah. Yeah. And escaping my shitty life. Hard times, simple fantasies. Thanks. It won't collect dust.
Hey man, you're clearly angry.
Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry.
So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down?
Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick.
But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess. Easy to maintain, aren't you?
That's me. Simple life, simple needs.
So, how are you settling in? It's alright, man. I'm not complaining. Cozy bunks, decent grub, no boredom. You gotta know, I hate boredom. So, nice change from being hunted by the mafia. If I really wanted to be picky, I'd say everyone's really self-righteous in here. You must have had a bummer of a life. Looks like we were both running away from our lives, just for very different reasons. And it looks like I made it, huh? I mean, those guys that were after me, they're gone, right? Poof. That's right. Time to make a fresh start. Now that's what I call a lucky break. So, you're one of us? And what are you getting at? Because I gotta warn you, I don't do team spirit. Relax. All I'm saying is that I can offer you the lightest job in this base if you promise to do your duties well. Stay out of trouble's way, and when we get back to Earth, you'll be your own man. How's that sound? Yeah, it really sounds like we share those genes. You know how to make a deal, man. My bouncer license may be forged, but my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, that ain't. So, let him come. Hey, how's the new arm?
Shit, man, I never thought I'd be so worked up about a part of myself. I can't stop looking at it. It's so, neat. Here.
Wow.
Cute, right? And guess what? No pain. I can't thank you enough, bro. I know how much it cost you to make that shit. And you nabbed some rubidium for me as well. Not to mention pissing off our whiz kid.
Careful there. I wouldn't have done anything without the scientist's research.
Oh, you're right. Here's to you and fucking Brainiac. This arm can do anything for both of you now. Well, no, not anything. You know what I mean, like, work-wise.
Sure. Just get back to what you were doing, all right? About the miner's arm. Kudos to you for sticking to the hard way. Let me just say, the miner's much more self-confident now. You know, it's funny how real it feels. All of us here, like a proper crew, fighting or helping each other out, just like actual people. Yeah. What's on your mind? My role as a therapist in here. What about it? I know we talked about it before, but back then I got the impression I would be dealing with current problems, conflicts within the team, anxiety issues, stress management. But instead, I keep listening to stories from the past. Childhood, school, teachers, lost matches, failed exams, home, dad, mom, my dad, my mom. How can I be detached, Jan? I didn't become a therapist to listen to my own problems. I went through my own therapy, processed things, gained closure, and this is just ruining things for me. I only started working here, but I already feel burned out. If it bothers you so much, maybe you didn't gain closure. Maybe you just need to look at everything again from a different angle. Use it as an opportunity to process things again. I don't think you got the idea of closure, Jan. This is a simple burnout situation. Okay then, maybe unwind somehow. I could. If I had my specialty. What's your specialty? It's not a specialty. It's A special tea. Oh. What's in it? It doesn't matter. I don't have it. Giving up so easily? What did it do exactly? Was it one of those relaxing infusions? No. It was a mind-expanding plant. I got the seed from a friend, and it grew well in my apartment. Oh, Jan. Of all my friends and lovers, my special tea was the only one that never let me down. If only you could try it. I could use some unwinding right now. Hey. You know what? I just remembered something from the pre-mission training. What's that? The greenhouse. It should be supplied with all kinds of seeds of medical plants. You don't mean... Jan, this could be a totally undiscovered potential of this mission. Recreating a special tea from a non-existent reality. Sounds like a totally legit scientific experiment. The scientists, Jan, would be proud of us. Just think, what would the world look like if you saw it with a very, very open mind? And if we did that, you think your burnout will be cured? The cure for burnout consists of 2 ingredients, Jan. Special tea and a special chemical mixture. What? Chemicals? Just trust me. Take this recipe, grow the plant, prepare the mixture, and come back to me. I guarantee you won't regret it. Hey man, what's with the long face? Don't worry about it. Why not? Come on. What usually cheers you up? I don't know, man. Maybe catching up with someone I helped. Being appreciated for my efforts. Hey, you're a popular guy, even among our little group. Just so you know, I wasn't fishing for compliments. But I am glad to hear that. You wanted to talk? Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh? Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope. Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us. Any ideas? Actually, yes. Tell me. Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right? Right? That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff. That would be nice. Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce, let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that. Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement. Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush. You wanted to talk? Yes. I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes. Great. I feel safer already. But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right? I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal.
Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile.
What do you mean?
I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. 2 types of deposits, to be precise: organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem.
Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery.
Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there.
Okay, I've got your special tea. And the mixture. Do you have that too? I do? Can you tell me what exactly you're planning to do with it? Use it, of course, but only in good company. What? You don't mean... Come on, Jan, don't be so uptight. First the tea. Care to join me? Sure. I hope I'm not flirting with disaster. This is wonderfully disgusting, Jan. Do you find it? Yes. Very disgusting. Everything looks so beautiful. And you? You are beautiful. I am beautiful too. Why do you think that is? Because I am not here. I am everywhere. Let it take you with its flow. Time to use our special mixture. Yes. But what is it? Paints, Jan. Oil paints. I have prepared a canvas. I will show you the best possible way to react to any inner tensions. Creating art with an open mind. And today, we will do it together. Tell me, what do you see with your mind's eye? The first picture that comes to you here and now. Endless space. It's so big and I'm so small. Yes, you are nothing. Now, what colors do you see? Can't you see them too? Yes, I can. You're right. Our common colors. So, what does it all mean? It means eternal grace that encompasses us, forgives us, lets us forgive ourselves. It's so peaceful. Yes. Peace, harmony, chill. You can see that you're angry. Then better stay away. You don't want to be near me when I'm in a mood. I'll take that risk. Come on, tell me, what usually helps you calm down? You really want to know? Okay. I have a shooting range nearby. So, you must be a pretty good shot, huh? Let me just say, I know I'd be able to defend myself, one way or another. Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views
We can't
on...
agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Rotten is good. Grunge is good.
Please, why can't we at least take it easy with the music? Chill out. Calm our nerves.
If you ask me, we should get us some turntables and launch a proper set. Turn this place into a club.
You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Of course. What else could our elitist version indulge in? Jazz for rich people who forgot about its roots.
Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please.
You never said what you'd want to hear. Let's turn up those guitars. Now you're talking.
Unbelievable. Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist.
Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle?
Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind, the very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation.
Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic.
I actually have fond memories. Blisters on my fingers from strumming those strings all night.
Hey, remember that gig we had in a shed and the electricity died and we ended up moving to a total stranger's house for an epic after party? I remember our gigs. Hardcore fans chanting our name, and they always showed up. All 5 of them.
And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college.
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. Some good tunes we played too. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar.
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds.
That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. But the bastard was too drunk to find his way back out.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. Really? Oh, I never gave up jamming with the Freckles. Well, not until the accident.
I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit when we moved with Lena. Nothing serious, though.
Tinkering with synth loops was more my thing. Once a musician, always a musician. I sang in the union choir, baritone.
Luckily, we're not here to perform music.
You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it?
Hello?
Jan, this is Maxwell. I have to say, I am disappointed.
What about?
Your wife, Lena Berg? I thought you were supposed to keep her out of this.
I'm sorry, man, but I have no control over her.
She puts her oar into everything, you know?
Jan, this is no laughing matter. Your wife just accused me of negligence before the board. You do realize I am going to face a lot of scrutiny now. We are going to face it. Luckily for you, her ignorant meddling didn't delay the dispatching of your rescue mission.
About time.
Oh, so you're not happy with my methods either? Please don't make me regret stepping in to save you. At least tell me your cargo is all right.
Rupidium? Yeah, it's safe, don't worry.
Good. And your altars? Are there many of them?
Why so curious?
You think it's none of my business? It will be, sooner or later. You know, I did try to test the waters a little back home about the possible fate of your potential crew. And before your wife barged in with her self-righteous attitude and sabotaged all my subtle advances.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
But I don't get it. My altars are in the interest of the corporation. I had to make them to bring back Rupidium, right?
Yes, but they're also a liability. Imagine an uncontrolled leak to the public. Moral outrage on socials, competition taking over the narrative. Heads would have to fall, Rupidium or not. No, we don't want them to panic.
Wait a second. Don't you work for them?
I work with them, Jan. Does it mean I can't have dreams of my own?
Dreams? What dreams?
Remember when I told you about our lives being governed by chaos?
And how we struggle to find a meaningful pattern in it.
You are experiencing it clearly now, aren't you? Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rupidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
It feels good to have somebody on my side.
I'm glad you appreciate that, Jan. Let's try to avoid any more misunderstandings in the future. Maybe it's my fault. I should have been more open with you from the start.
About what?
You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist, preoccupied by scientific work, exciting, promising experiments.
So, the old research Lucas dug up.
Yes, it was mine.
You're responsible for all this. The mine records, the branching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
What did you want to achieve?
I can't say any more, Jan. Especially when the board is all over me with their questions. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, they could get the wrong idea. If you know what I mean.
That you're experimenting again?
That I'm using the situation to turn things around for myself.
Aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation, considering the mess I've got you out of, Jan Dolsky.
Okay. I
I get it.
I'm not sure you do. You see, things may get harder for you soon.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your alters, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
In the meantime, wish me luck with the mess down here. I'll get back to you when the storm dies down.
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play? How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves.
For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote?
True. That could be a bit awkward. Huh. People liked our lyrics, but yeah, I guess they didn't age well. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics, something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience.
And by audience, you mean?
Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan? I like it. Let's get down to it. That's the spirit.
And what exactly would you write about?
Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew. What unites us, what divides us.
I would add something about the love that we share. All good songs are about love.
Right. We could have a few verses about things we lost along the way. And I could sing something about things we really want to get back from the bottom of my heart, you know? We should have a verse about our here and now, our camaraderie. Altars of the world, unite. Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You, Brainiac?
What about me?
What's your subject of choice?
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
Nope. We're in this together.
Fine. Give me the shortest part.
And what'll you sing about?
Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless activity.
Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about?
I could sing about all the things we've been through.
Well, that could work. You could start with something like, on the path I left behind.
How about, I've been roaming with no guiding light?
Yeah, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together, we can win this fight. All right, looks like we've got it. Oh, sweet.
Let's just get this over with.
Come on, even you can take the stick out of your ass once in a while. Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around.
Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be
with no guiding light. But I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight. Things that we lost, the personal cost, are they really gone forever? We're not gonna fail, we need to prevail and sail together. And though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today, oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight. Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving?
More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system.
My what?
We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious.
Curious. In what way?
I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them.
Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan? Hey, you feeling all right? Honestly, been better. Yeah. I need to replenish my electrolytes. Would be easier if we had any isotonics left in the storage room. Someone must have got to them first. Hey there. You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. I've been thinking about the branching thing. It's so confusing. Tell me about it. I mean, remember how I told you about my body? The one I know versus this one? Well, I don't get it. Why is it exactly that we're created with different minds, like, different beverages or snacks, but then we all end up in the same packaging? It doesn't make much sense. Well, it's not the packaging that matters most. It's the content. That's what they say. But you don't brew ale only to pour it into plastic bottles. My skills, my whole personality derives from a certain lifestyle, and that makes my mind and body inseparable. That's how it feels to me. Huh. I never looked at it that way. I know, and honestly, I find it a little hard to understand. I mean, how can you be so careless about your body? It's the only one you'll ever have, man. Why'd you let it become so neglected? I guess I just couldn't be bothered to make the effort. Funny. Now that I look at it, you probably didn't have my motivation. Which was? Well, for me, it all started when I moved abroad. After Mom died, I decided to stay there, and for a while it was pretty lonely out there. Didn't you have friends? Not at first, no. You can laugh, but I was a little apprehensive to jump into a new environment. It was just work and sleep, and some bad eating habits. So that's when you started working out. Out of boredom at first. Then,
kind of became a fun thing. I made friends, started going out a lot, but by that time, the gym had become an important part of my routine. I drank less, slept better, and it just made me feel in control of my life, you know?
I get you. Now that you've told me the whole story.
Thanks. You know, maybe if I could get back to my routine here, at least in some way, it could really help me shake off all this anxiety. I'd probably sleep better, feel more like me. Do you think there's a chance you could help me get my hands on some exercise equipment here?
I could try.
Really? Thanks, bro. I knew I could confide in you. Hey, you feeling all right?
I think my metabolism of glucose might have been affected. I'm finding it hard to concentrate. That's exactly what I feared. This party was premature.
Hey, you feeling all right?
What? Oh, I don't remember anything from last night, except for waking up in the technician's bed, which I'd rather forget.
Hey, you feeling all right?
Yep, yeah. Just little dizzy after last night. I don't think I ate enough fatty foods. Not that we have any in here. Could have made more pierogi.
Hey, you feeling all right?
Are you kidding? My head is killing me. But that was one hell of a party. Everyone really needed it. No pain, no gain.
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah, I've been laying low, just observing the situation from a distance, but I think it's time you and I talked.
Okay.
So, you're a builder?
Yeah.
For a corporation?
Yeah.
And you weren't supposed to have any responsible role on this mission.
And what's your point?
Well, I'll be upfront with you. It pains me to see what you become.
Really?
Yeah. I know it sounds funny from a guy who just popped out of a jar, but I know you, Yan, and I know what you once wanted.
I'm dying to know.
You, Yan Dolsky, wanted to be a leader.
True.
And now that you mention it, I do recall having juvenile fantasies about it. Remember our Fierce Ocelot survival camp? We got to the rank of patrol guide at 12. You can call that a juvenile fantasy. I'll call it a promising start. Fierce Ocelots, yeah, that was a cool adventure. Adventure? What about standing up for your men when the camp director made them clean the latrines for 3 days in a row?
Man.
Yeah, right, I forgot about that. And the protest we organized when the canteen gave us forks to eat soup with? We're no goons. Give us spoons. Yes, see? You remember. And how good it felt to have people follow you, trust you, respect you. So, what happened? How did you end up as a corpo rat without any agency? I grew up. Bullshit. You grew dead inside. Are you trying to make me feel bad about myself? I'm just thinking out loud. Where did your choices get you? Are you really satisfied with how you ended up drifting with the current, not getting in anybody's way? Because things can still change, you know? If you go back to your ideals and remember how to be a true leader. And how exactly would I do that? You can stand up for your people like you used to do, instead of trying to please the bigwigs.
You can make sure working conditions in here are humane.
Meaning?
Let's start with the fundamentals. I can see you care about radiation protection. That's good. Now, I want you to keep it up.
That sounds reasonable.
Of course, you can't do it by imposing overtime on anybody. Obviously. I take that as a declaration. Okay, I'm in. Good. I hope you can pull it off. Could be a first step to becoming true to yourself again. Hey, you feeling all right? Oh, man. Don't ask. It's always the same. I had so much fun last night. Then, boom. Fucking anxiety kicks in. Don't happen to have any chamomile on you? What the hell is that? Another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. We'll need to think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on. Hey, I took a closer look at our obstacle. It looks like something is distorting the gravity field around here. Good thing our base stopped, or we'd just be floating around in the air like those rocks.
Amazing. The sheer scale of it. I wonder if it's related to the interval.
Yeah, this planet, so full of mysteries. It's almost a shame we need to get out of here in a hurry.
I can take the pressure. Don't worry. But we can't expect to deal with a problem if we don't understand it properly.
How do you suggest we go about it?
We'll need to start by collecting more data about the field distortion characteristics. The base should have blueprints for a device called a gravity sensor. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere high to cover as much ground as possible. We're in a canyon, right? So maybe a ledge somewhere high up would be good. I'll mark potential spots on your map.
Okay, I'm on it. You're never gonna believe what I found.
Let me guess. A time-distorting anomaly?
What? How did you know?
Well, considering the presence of this huge gravitational anomaly in this area and Frankov's calculations, I expected you to stumble upon one sooner or later. As you know, differences in gravitational potentials create the effect of time dilation. So, I just connected the dots. You could have done it as well, had you taken the time to stop and think.
Ever heard of smartest in the room syndrome?
No need to get upset, Jan. Just tell me more about the distortion.
Well, when I got inside this thing, it just, slowed me down while...
All around you, time seemed to speed up?
Yeah.
What a discovery, Jan. This is just getting more and more fascinating.
Well, it's pretty hard to get rid of. The closer I get to its core, the more time I lose on the outside.
Yes, but you're also approaching the center of its gravity, which means that the core should slow down and be an easier target.
Huh. Interesting. I'll think about that. Thanks. I have something for you. The exercise equipment you asked for. Awesome, man! I knew I could rely on you. Can't wait to try these babies out.